everyone. Okay, cool. We're recording. So yeah, thanks for showing up. And basically, yeah, basically we wanted to set up and start doing our own team Zooms. Just because I know it can be overwhelming. Like, with all the different things going on, you know, the trainer dies, the go lives on the Facebook page, on Ashley's page, on, you know, just getting through the training in general and working on your own stuff. So we want to do this about every other week, once every 2 weeks, just so you guys have a specific place to ask all your questions from all the craziness, or like tell us what's been going on, or what you need to work on, and anything like that.
It's an unjudgmental place. You can just ask anything.
Yeah. We're not a large group, so it should be pretty easy. And also for you guys to get to know each other, because I know for us, like, some of the people that have helped us the most and that we're closest with are the people that started around the same time that we did. And they've grown with us, and we got to know them really well and everything. So hopefully you guys will get to know each other and everyone. Who's not on here, right? So there's Morgan, Janessa, you know Morgan. She's been on a Zoom with us before. Kimberly and Cassie. Yeah, so I guess those are the other ones. But so we'll all get to know each other, and this will be just a place for us to come together and ask any questions, work on anything, go over ads, review Ads Manager, and ultimately hold each other accountable, because I know I created that poll and a lot of you guys said accountability is a big deal that you struggle with. But that's also like the main thing that you need to be doing, really, is holding yourself accountable and doing the things you need to be doing every day, because like you guys are a part of something amazing, as you know. Like, obviously you're here, you watched the webinar and have been here for weeks or whatever and know the stories, but it's what you do with it. So, you know, if you show up to these Zooms, if you show up to these trainer dives, if you hold yourself accountable, post on your page, like share value with people and just keep motivated and keep inspired, like it's gonna change your life like it has ours. So yeah, we just want to help you guys in any way that we can. I guess just to start off, let's share some wins. Can be little, can be big, can be personal, can be business. Janessa, do you have any wins for the week? You're muted. Hang on. There you go.
I got a new nephew. Why is it echoing? Just a second. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
I can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Some feedback,
Okay.
but it's gonna be better.
I don't know why it was doing that. Okay, I got a new nephew. That's what I said.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Yeah, I hit him in the head with the phone on accident. So, it's not good, but I did get a new nephew, and I got to pick up my degrees. You guys seen that online, so that's pretty,
Congrats.
pretty exciting.
That's pretty cool. I'm about to get my second. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I started You Are a Badass. I've been reading that and doing audios on that too. So there's another win. I don't read, so I listen to the audio.
Honestly, that's
I think I've heard of that
I
book.
hate reading.
I'm glad that you admit it, because before I jumped in the business, I had read a book in probably like 6 years. So.
Yeah, I hate it. So I was like, I found the audio and I was like, oh, because now I just listen to it. Like if I'm cleaning or something, like I can listen to the book instead of music. So it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
What was that?
We do it when we're cooking or cleaning. Just whenever you can.
Yeah, hey, like, read me a badass while we cook. Awesome. You want to pass it on?
Yeah.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, to me? I don't really have any wins. Let's see. I started a soccer league. I did that. I got into that. So that's new for me, I guess. That's a win. I'm not sitting on the couch, so that's good.
That's pretty cool. You played in like high school or something, and then now
I started in elementary school, so when I was about 6 or 7, because I was a pain in the ass and a wild child. So started then, and then I've been playing ever since. The past 3 years, I kind of stopped playing, but I was trying to get back into it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's great to get back into hobbies that you love. You look good. You look
Healthy.
like you're glowing. You look happy.
Well, thank you. Usually you see me at dark night and can't see anything because I'm in my car and there's like a weird light on my face. So yeah, this is not normal for you, I guess. I'm from New York, so just a heads up.
We have actually Morgan, who's not on right now, is from New York.
Yes, another one of us. Okay.
I'm not sure what.
I'm not alone.
She'll have to tell you what town, but I know it's like near Buffalo, I want to say. But yeah, she can.
Okay, so she's ours. Okay.
And then Kimberly is from Pennsylvania, so you guys are our East Coast people.
Oh, she's not bad. She's about,
She's not.
depending on where, it could be 2 to 12 hours, depending where she is.
So you guys are
Pennsylvania is huge.
our Yankees. Cool. So, what are our wins?
Oh, easy. I swam the Great Barrier Reef 2 days ago.
Yeah, that's a big.
That was my.
Not business related.
I've been wanting to do that for 12 years.
Bucket list checked. We snorkeled the Great Barrier Reef. So
And
we're in the part of Australia where the rainforest meets the Great Barrier Reef. So we specifically chose this area just for that because we wanted to do everything. Like we've been here for a week. So we the other morning left at like 7 a.m. Got on a boat. It took 2 hours. I didn't know how far off. Like I thought the reef was like
there,
close to the coast, but we drove on a boat for 2 hours to like the middle of the ocean, and then we're in the Great Barrier Reef.
We swam with sharks. That was
saw a shark. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. I didn't freak out, so that was awesome. I nearly did. I was like,
That's another win. Matthew didn't freak out swimming with the shark.
I've been so scared this week. And then they say Queensland's like famous for its crocodiles and whatnot, so going to the beach is terrifying.
Yeah, apparently there's signs on the beach that say crocs may be present in these waters. So I don't know. There's like a little protected area that's supposed to be gated in, so that's where we swim when we go to the beach.
Yeah, I'm too scared to do it like there.
Yeah, out in the unknown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a big win. That's a bucket list for sure. Cool. So I don't really have a lot like prepared material wise to give to you guys this week. I want to make it more of a whatever you need, questions, answers, like whatever phase you're at.
Then we can make a format to it, like as it goes on, like we can bet.
Yeah, it's kind of weird right now because we've been traveling and it's been hard to like work as much as we want to.
Yeah.
Yes. But we want to have other guest people come on and share stuff too. But one thing I do want to share for this week that's really important. Everyone said they needed help with accountability. So that's the main thing for this week. So what we've done is we've created a spreadsheet that we're going to invite everyone to after this Zoom. And it's got your name on there, and then it's got like 4 or 5 things that you need to be held accountable for in your business. And I'll just share it with you guys right now so I can show you while I talk about it. Okay, yeah, so this will be shared with all of you guys, and so I'll just kind of go through it. What I've put on here, some of it may be like easy, you already do it or whatever. But what I put on here is post on your page. That should be once per day minimum. You need to be posting on your page every day, whether it's sharing one of those cool travel videos, or sharing someone else's quote, or going on Instagram and getting a quote, or posting a picture of yourself, or a video you've recorded, something you wanted to say, or a text post that was on your mind.
Do a go live. We'll get to the go live.
We'll get to that. That's the next. But it should be pretty mandatory and pretty easy to do one post a day. It takes, 2 minutes if you're sharing. It takes 30 seconds if you're sharing something, 2 minutes if you're writing something thoughtful. And if you struggle with like
In the moment.
thinking about going on there in the moment, just block like a couple hours on a Saturday or Sunday when you're off, and you can schedule your posts each day of the week. That way you don't have to worry about it at all. Yeah. And so actually, Janessa, you're pretty good about posting on your page, I noticed. I wanted to ask you where you get all your stuff from, if you want to share that with everyone, because I noticed you share a lot of cool quotes and pictures and stuff.
I'm muted. There we go. I honestly just like see them, or I search like certain things. Like if I wake up and I'm like feeling a certain way, like I will go find one that like fits like how to change. Like, cause some days like I wake up like more like peppy or more like down. And so if I am, like, I'll find something that suits like what I think I need to hear for the day. And then I'll share like that way if other people woke up that same way. For the quotes I do, like to kind of bring them up, like, because if I need it, I know somebody else needs it. And then the pictures, some of them I take, or they'll be like pictures that I see like scrolling, like, I don't know, I usually just look for them, like I actually search them.
You do like a Google search? Is that where you
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I just Google search them, and like I'm like that one. Like if it catches my eye, then it'll catch somebody else's eye.
That's fine.
Yeah,
How I used
that's
to
a
do it.
great way to go about it, because
I'm
regular
gonna
people are following you, so they're gonna be going through the ups and downs or whatever. So if you can post about and speak specifically to like yourself in a way, then other people are gonna resonate with that. So that's a really great thing to do. Like for everyone else, if you don't know what to post about, what Janessa said, if you wake up and you feel unmotivated, Google like motivation, and you need to hear that, and probably other people do too. That's actually really awesome.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
That's really good.
Cool. Yeah. So so Instagram, you can search words on Instagram and hashtags. Sometimes Tumblr has some really interesting stuff that you can't find other places. Google. If you're just looking for like interesting photos, you can go to what's it called? Unsplash?
No, I've never heard of that
I
one.
think it's Unsplash.
Or what's good also is screenshotting Instagram. I find that you've done that a lot. Screenshot like Instagram things you found on Instagram, just then crop it accordingly. Just on that works too.
And then you can put your own little spin on it with how you're feeling for the day or what you're inspired to say, maybe from the book you read. So post one day a minimum. And what I want you guys to do, I've got all your names on here, and just, you don't have to come on this spreadsheet every day, but once every 2 or 3 days when you think of it, mark if you posted for that day.
Just put an X.
Just put an X like that. And, hopefully it'll be every day for the page post. And then, so I've created this for a month long. So we're going to do this for the month, basically of August plus the next few days, to hopefully really jumpstart everyone getting in the habit of holding yourself accountable and doing these things that you should be doing. The next item is a go live, and we put 2-week minimum. Go lives are really, really important. I know it makes people nervous. I know they can. I saw Jordan taking it. Trust me, I was probably the most terrified someone could be
Both of us.
in that situation. Like when you're sitting there thinking about doing one, and you hold the phone up and you're like, what the hell am I going to talk about? How the hell am I not going to feel like I'm shaking out of my skin and get it all out? I know how that feels.
But what we did initially to conquer those fears is like to make us consistently keep doing something was every Sunday we do something called a sit and sip. And I guess we drank wine, so it made it easier. But
I watched that. It's fun.
But yes, I mean, if there's find things you're interested in, like you want to talk, like initially,
you
like
can talk about your family. You can talk about
how'd your day
your
go?
work day, like, and
I
why
can
you're
talk about random things. Okay.
you can gossip if you want.
Yeah, anything you want. No, and basically what it is, it brings more traction to your page, just because the live are just able to do that. So the more
Facebook's algorithm likes Facebook page accounts doing go lives, and it helps with when you're running ads. It helps with your reach. So if you do, we put 2 a week minimum. I think that's pretty doable. On your day off, after work one day, whenever you feel like it.
And there's certain challenges you can do. Like, I mean, a lot of people do something called an ABC challenge.
Yeah.
Which
So
is,
if you don't know like what to talk about on a go live, because there can be pressure like in the moment to like know what to talk about. What he's saying is, yeah, there's the ABC go lives, which is.
or it's something that Cheyenne was doing that I thought was pretty cool. Maybe she made it up. I don't know. It's like she's introducing herself or something like that every day.
Yeah, so the ABC Go Live is basically where you start with A and you pick a word. You can have the whole alphabet revolve around a topic or not, but you would pick a word like we would probably do personal development. So for A, we would choose, I don't know.
I thought it'd be like aspire.
Accountability. We're already talking about it right now. So we would flip on, like, take a few minutes, think about some like bullet points we want to make, talk about the word accountability, and then the next day do the word B. So you can do one daily is really, really awesome, but we put on this sheet for you guys 2 times a week. So yeah, just sit down and think about, you know, maybe like Janessa said, she posts about how she felt that morning. You know, maybe probably wouldn't want to do it right when you wake up out of bed, but in a couple hours after you've Googled your motivation or whatever and had a minute to gather yourself, then go live about like, you know, I felt really unmotivated this morning and this is what I did. And really
and people will, like Janessa, people will find that valuable and that you're giving them information they need. Therefore, you're like becoming this influencer on them, and that's important.
They're going to start to look up to you. But yeah, I know it's scary. Once you do the first one, I don't think I've seen any go lives from you guys yet that I can remember. I know Janessa did one on the Fast Track page, which I was really proud of. But once you do the first, I think ours, like you can probably go back and look at it on our page under videos. Like I sat there and like shakingly told everyone like, hey guys, my name's Tyler. I live in California. Like
I look like an anxious mess in all of them. I'm always in the background. All right, kookaburras.
It's not a big deal. Especially like we have 1,500 followers on our page, I think. And when we do a go live, the most that we've ever had is 11 people. Whenever we had like under 1,000 people on our page, we would get like maybe 1 or 2 people watching live. So if that helps, just know it's not a big deal. Like you're a human. It's okay to slip over your words, and it's going to feel so much easier after you do one.
Yeah, we did a go live with
a
person we know in the community named Cheyenne yesterday. It's like an interview type thing, and like she's amazing, but she fumbles up her words. She can ramble. She can do all that, and it's okay. That's an honest person, and that's an honest. It's just you being.
And whenever we started the business, and I saw someone like Cheyenne, like being herself, and if you guys know Cheyenne, you know she's fun and awesome, and she's not afraid to be herself. But she inspired me to just be like, well, I don't have to be anything special. I can go live and talk about whatever I want and be myself.
Yeah, because I think she said it yesterday. She was like, I thought when she was starting, she was like, well, I thought I had to be the superficial supermodel and Instagram influencer. And no, that's not the case. You don't have to be that person. In fact, it's really unrelatable and doesn't do us any favors. So I feel like it's more.
That's a totally different market. Those people with millions of followers who are sexy and get all these brand sponsorships and stuff. That's
not that we're not beautiful, but they.
Yeah. Anyways, 2 times a week, go lives, mark an X on there, whatever day of the week you did it. I believe in you guys. I want you guys to push yourself. Once you do one, it's going to be easier. The next one is not going to be as stressful to think about, and then it's just going to get easier and easier. Especially if you have a topic in mind that you want to talk about, that's going to take your own, I guess, attention and nerves off of you, and you're going to be focused on your passion for talking about the topic or whatever. So I want to see those go lives in the next couple weeks. Okay, third accountability is mastermind, 1 time a week. So masterminding basically means talking with someone other than yourself about the business. So talking with someone in our Adventurepreneur chat group about what you did that week, about an ad, or asking them for feedback. You can count our team Zooms as a mastermind. So you'll have one of those a week covered. That means on the off weeks from the Zooms, FaceTime someone else in the Adventurepreneurs and talk about.
Like Janessa, I heard you were trying to get together with like Morgan to do stuff. So yeah. I mean, that's awesome.
So you guys can find 1 time a week to FaceTime, and that would count as your mastermind.
Masterminds are incredibly important. I mean, like we're in one now, and as you rank up and do all that, or as you keep going up, you get put into these mastermind groups, and they're incredibly helpful. Because you're around people that are basically in the same boat as you are, and that helps you figure out, okay, we're stuck in this place. How can we grow? And
people may ask things that you were kind of thinking about but didn't know how to ask or were afraid to ask. So it's really good just to speak with someone else other than yourself about the business. So yeah, I encourage you guys to do it with each other. You know, I know Janessa and Morgan, you guys were talking about holding each other accountable. Maybe you guys can FaceTime once a week. If you guys want to mastermind but don't know who to do it with or are afraid to reach out, just message me and I can maybe link 2 of you up together. But yeah, that should be 1 time a week. Like I said, the Zooms count, so you don't have to worry about this.
And I'm also going to put myself out there, because if I can, I can maybe jump in. Like, if you need some help, I can, like, Jordan, I know I was supposed to message you, book the chat with you, but those things are crazy. Train rides, plane rides, just constant. So yeah, so if you want to do that, because like everyone's at a different level, and I can always like help you out if you need some personal stuff and whatnot. So don't worry about that.
For sure. Last thing is reading. Like we
or
said
listening.
earlier,
or listening.
yeah, I'm gonna add slash listening. You guys can fill it in on yours. But yeah, Janessa made a good point. A lot of us don't like to read or haven't done it for a long time, but it's so important because you need to expand your knowledge. We're all, you know, you guys are in a new business that you haven't really done before. So it's important, whether it's personal development, whether it's like .com secrets or stuff about marketing.
Or how to word your ads.
Yeah, ad writing. There's tons of great books out there on ad writing. If you need any recommendations on any topics, just message us and we can send them to you. But something I wanted to do for our group specifically, the 7 of us total, including us.
Yep.
We're gonna Janessa already talked about it, but we want to kind of assign a book for everyone to read, and so we picked "You Are a Badass." So Janessa's ahead of the game. But yeah, we want to have everyone try to get this book if you can. It's like, I want to say $13.
Or
if you need help with it,
I can find a
us.
bootleg.
We may be able to find a bootleg copy. We didn't say that, even though this is recorded. But yeah, I think I want us as a group to get this book as soon as possible. If you guys can get it this week, that would be great. That way, on our next team Zoom, we can talk about what we read and how it helped us.
Yeah, we can assign like whatever certain amount of chapters you're supposed to read in a 2-week period or something like that. Then we discuss what are the takeaways from that? How can we apply it? What can we learn? Blah blah blah.
Yeah. So this is just to get everyone have a book in their hands
or listen
to get used to reading. I think this is a great one to start out with because you guys are all fairly new. Some of you guys are at different levels, but this is a good one to talk about eliminating negative limiting beliefs,
I feel like
unlocking your potential as an entrepreneur, as a leader, and just building confidence. And it helped me massively when I started out, especially with things like Go Lives. Like just reading this helped me think it's not a big fucking deal. Like,
and it also inspires you to for content. So I feel like there's always quotes in all these books. They're like, oh, that could have, right? That's something.
You can do a Go Live about the chapter you read of You Are a Badass, next Tuesday. So yeah, reading. I didn't put a minimum on there just because it should be daily. If you can, try to do 15-30 minutes of reading a day. But on days that you do read, try to go on there and mark an X on the sheet. So did any of you guys have any questions about the accountability?
Or want to add anything?
Oh yeah, I added another line below each person, and you can add more if you need to, if there's other things that you want to hold yourself accountable for. But yeah, any questions over that?
Janessa muted her.
She's muted, but Janessa, did you have a question?
There you go.
No, I didn't. I'm okay.
Okay.
I was just going to say, for that You Are a Badass, the chapters are actually already on YouTube. You can just search them and they read them to you.
All right,
I
everyone.
think Tyler and Matt, okay, you guys were frozen for a minute.
Well, we heard you.
We heard you.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's amazing.
So Jordan, yeah, look up. Don't even pay a dime. Look him up on YouTube. Don't pay a dollar.
That's what I
That
do.
works for me.
It'll just like some of the chapters only take like 7 minutes for her to read them to you.
Awesome.
Like really quick. Yeah.
Yeah, some of the chapters are fairly short, but you can take your time with them. You know, do one chapter a day and then think about it throughout the day because it's stuff that you kind of want to apply to your life as you go throughout the day.
What Tyler does when he reads, and I don't, and I need to hold myself accountable. I know we're not perfect. Is he after he reads a chapter or whatever he's done reading, he'll take notes. We'll just write it up.
Throughout my reading,
Just write his reading.
I'll write down points that are stuck out to me.
Then I'll be reading the notes and see a video and be like, oh, yep, he read that. That's what he did.
Yeah, that's
So-
where a lot of our real lives.
So yeah, so like, food for thought.
So I think I should have all your guys' email address. So I'll add you guys to this Google Doc and you'll be able to just go on there and have access to edit it and you'll mark the X's for each thing each day and hopefully helps everyone be held more accountable. And I think if you do all these things, it'll really help you get in a good flow. We're doing it for a month. So, I mean, hopefully you would continue it after the month, but excuse me. These are the foundations to the 10% of what we would need to be doing for the business, right? Posting on your page, doing the go live, masterminding and reading. Masterminding and reading are a little bit extra to help yourself personally, but yeah, I think this will be great for everyone.
Now, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to?
Yeah, I guess let's just open it up. Like, if you guys have any questions about
Like figure out where you're
what
at.
you've been doing, if you need advice on an ad, if you ads manager, struggling with.
I struggle with demographics like crazy. I don't know why.
Let's talk about it, man.
I finally got it down to 3 million, sorry. But I couldn't get it no less than that. So I don't know. I still got to tweak it. But then when I did that, like the relevancy or the frequency like went like skyrocketed. So I don't know. I kind of got worried because I didn't know if it was going to get flagged or not.
Okay. Yeah. So you're saying the potential reach, it's hard for you to get it below 3 million?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember we talked about it and you were like trying to get it between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like really hard to get it below there for some reason for me.
Okay. How are you setting it up? Like, what's your boxes look like?
Cheyenne told me to keep like small numbered like groups together. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And then like if they're higher numbered, like if they're over a certain amount, or I think she said like, I don't know, like if there's only like 2,000 people in that one like thing, like group them together. And then she said if they're a higher number, then just do it separate and then just keep doing it like that. So that's how I did it, but I still am having trouble getting it down.
Okay. That's not really how I would do it. So what I kind of try to think about is basically each box is, a thing just popped up on the screen. Okay, we have 10 minutes left on this Zoom. If for some reason we go over that, we'll have to restart a new Zoom. Anyways, so yeah, so what I kind of think about is each box is narrowing it further down. So at the top, I always put income. That's going away soon with Facebook, so we won't be able to use it anymore.
Yeah, it's already gone.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe graphics in. So yeah, it used to be income, but then under that, I would think about the next biggest thing that I want to reach. So I always wanted to reach people who are interested in either digital marketing, entrepreneurship, business, things like that. So that's the overall like umbrella of people I want to reach. And then, so I'll keep that. I usually call that my business box. And then, so if you look on there, it says, people must match this interest. And then on the next box, it says, and must also match this.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when it's going to narrow it down and shave off anyone else that doesn't fit inside the next thing. So I always do like, I like to do like shopping habits of people. So I think about, okay, I've got my business box. Now I want to think about like travel or entrepreneurs, or what do these people buy? So you can think like Airbnb. That's a website where you go to make purchases, right, for people who travel. And then I'll do, let's just say Airbnb or Travelocity or something like that. And so now they must be interested in business. They must be interested in Airbnb, Travelocity. Then if you need to get your reach further, below that, I usually do, you can adjust it to try to hit your numbers for your potential reach, but you can add like motivation or leadership or personal development. Because basically each box that you add is going to take that number down further because it's getting more and more specific on who you're trying to reach. So yeah, I would say it sounds like you were doing it by numbers or like audience size or whatever for the interests. But maybe try to think about it in categories of what the interests are, and then just keep going down until it gets so specific that it's 1 million to 2 million people.
I like how you put the umbrella effect. Just keep making umbrella after umbrella after umbrella.
Yeah. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I'm just taking notes.
All good. And when you get to the point where you're setting it up, you can message me too, and we can try to work on it together.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other?
Jordan, where are you at?
I guess currently I'm trying to get my computer fixed so that it works. A couple of weeks ago, I tried to open up, oh my gosh, I tried to open up the website. Had an issue. My computer kind of crashed, so now it's in the shop right now, getting fixed. So I'm a little behind on watching videos and trying to keep myself up with that. I'm way behind. I'm so behind. It's not even funny. But I'm working on it. I'm just trying to like get everything. Trying to just get everything together. Like I still haven't received packages. I think, or that packet. I don't know if it's packages or packages to get the card that has my number on it. Does that make a sense? Is that a thing I'm supposed to get? No, I don't have that.
I got it in a text message too.
You got it in a text message. Okay.
Or email, yeah.
Yep.
I haven't gotten
all
anything.
three. Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing.
You have your Ukon, right? The tablet or T or
No.
whatever.
Nope.
What? I didn't know.
No.
No, then.
Well, that's something we'll contact Enagic about. I'll message you about it.
I haven't got that either, so.
We need to get all that.
We'll check on it for you. Yeah, that was.
By the way, Janessa, I'm the problem child over here. Just so you know.
You're not. You're perfect. You're perfect in every single way.
Oh no, I'm the problem child. Trust me. When I first tried to get on, I signed up with 2 different emails, so that like we didn't know which one was the correct email or which one wasn't. So we could get me to even watch the first video. I couldn't sign on.
Watching cooking videos. I remember that.
Yeah, we were having a good time.
So I'm pretty sure the training videos you should be able to watch on your phone. So I don't know.
I'm going to try it again.
You're still at the point where you're trying to set up your business manager and stuff. You might want your computer for that. So that's understandable.
A little bit.
You can still post on your page. They have an app called the Facebook Pages Manager. That's where we
I do have that.
Okay,
Perfect.
That's where we post all of our posts from. That's where we message all of our leads from. So you can do the accountability for that, and really all the other accountabilities. But yeah, once you get your computer, then definitely. And I'll message you about Enagic because that was weeks and weeks ago. You should have received it, definitely for sure. Good thing is the Enagic ID you won't really need until you start running ads and getting buyers. So that's a few steps down the road. So we'll get it.
But
I'm just kind of good. I'm behind. All right.
Let's play Facebook posts.
Those go lives though, we're gonna hold you accountable.
But everything else we'll sort it out.
Yeah. Cool. So my Zoom has.
This may
3
be a
minutes.
dumb question, but how do you even do a Facebook Live?
It's a great question. Very important question. I'll try to show it. No, we'll be fine. We're about to wrap up. So if you go on the Pages app, Facebook Pages app, this is not going to show up at all. I just realized this. Basically, if you go on the Pages app, the main screen where it has your page name and your cover photo, it's going to say publish a post a photo or video, and then the next one to the right of that is live. So you just click it, and it comes up. I don't know if that's visible at all, but it comes up where you're on the screen, and you can select like different filters and stuff, and you can see yourself, and you talk, hit that button, and talk.
All right. I have an issue talking. It's just, I'm gonna have a fun time jumping around. So, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, those are really important. And honestly, once you do them, I started to enjoy them after a while. So that helps at all. I used to be deathly afraid of them, and now I kind of look forward to it. It's kind of fun.
And see,
A lot of them are fun because we do it with wine sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, we're all learning because I need to start doing it on my own without him. That's the thing I've still got to keep going. That's my goal. I have to do at least maybe one goal life on my own.
Yeah, so our Zoom has 2 minutes left before it's going to close out. Is there any questions you two have that we can answer for you?
Yes. What would you advise? Like, because I'm busy, like a lot. Like I work day and night because I bartend, and then I work at the grocery store during the day.
Yeah.
So what in between there? Like sometimes, some days I only have like 2 to 3 hours to do like a video or anything. So like for the training, which one would you suggest doing? Like, would you just like the trainer dies, or because I don't have like time to do them all.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay, so that just brought up a great tip that I have for you guys. If you don't already, make sure you have Google Chrome, the browser, and then install the video speed controller. Do you have that?
I don't.
That is going to help you so much and change your life. Basically, it's a Chrome plugin, and it'll allow you to speed up videos. So it works for YouTube, it works for everything DGL replays and stuff. And because a lot of the trainer dies are like people conversing and like
Laughing.
slower, so you can speed it up and still get all the information. So that's going to help you out a lot. I recommend. Yeah, the trainer dies are the most valuable thing at this point. Ashley's, yeah, so you guys were talking in the chat about how it gets overwhelming with everything going on, and I wanted to just lay that out for you guys. Shit, we have less than a minute. Trainer dies are Wednesdays. Ashley's page is a go live. It's usually a Zoom, but since he's been in Europe, it's a go live every other Tuesday. And then there's Friday updates on the DGL page, which is a go live. But most important is trainer die. I'm afraid we're going to get cut off. So, yeah, if you have any other questions, message us. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. And everyone else watching the replay.